we're getting you some more breaking updates as far as a massive claim by the former NC Jammu chief Devender Rana saying that the National Conference wanted to form a government with the BJP in 2014 Jammu and Kashmir Assembly elections. He has claimed that the party sent him to New Delhi to persuade BJP to form a coalition government as well. Let's listen in to what Devender Singh Rana had to actually say.
भाजपा को मत लाइए। जिस मुफ्ती साहब ने इलेक्शन लड़ी और कहा कि भाजपा को बाहर रखेंगे, वही मुफ्ती साहब ने बाद में भाजपा के साथ सरकार बनाई। 2014 में मुझे भेजा गया दिल्ली में, मेरी क़यादत ने भेजा कि जाओ भाजपा को बनाओ कि हमारे साथ सरकार बनाए। सरकार बनाने के लिए अगर भाजपा के साथ हाथ मिलाना पड़े तो हम तैयार थे, लेकिन अगर लोगों को बनाना हो तो कहा भाजपा को दूर रखो। अगर 2014 में
And for more details on this, let me go across to my colleague Gursimran, who's joining us on the broadcast. Gursimran, a massive claim that is now coming in from the NC Jammu chief Devender Rana, now claiming that he had wanted to form, NC in fact wanted to form an alliance with the BJP in 2014. What more are you picking up? Where was he speaking? Any political reactions on these statements that have come in?
See, as far as the political reactions are concerned, Priyanka, the National Conference is silent on this claim that has been made by their former Jammu chief. So important to mention that he has been the advisor, the political advisor to Omar Abdullah when Omar Abdullah was the Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir. And last year he left the National Conference to join BJP, and it was during a political rally in Doda area of Jammu wherein he made this claim that these political parties say that we have to win to keep BJP aside from the power. But the reality remains that in 2014, a delegation under his leadership was sent to New Delhi to pursue BJP to form government, clearly contradicting the statement of Omar Abdullah, who time and again claimed that we have offered unconditional support to PDP so that BJP can be kept out of power. So it is clear, very clear from this statement that the political party, be it PDP or the National Conference, they wanted to be part of the ruling government and they wanted to loop in BJP. There was nothing like that. They wanted to keep BJP away from the power. They wanted BJP to be in power so that they can get good funds from the central government also. So now with this statement, somewhere the National Conference claims are getting exposed. And this statement is really very important because we are looking at the possible assembly elections in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. And this will have a crucial significance when it comes to the political arena of Jammu and Kashmir, Priyanka.
Well, yes, Gursimran, this also comes in the backdrop of a lot of statements that have now also been made by the PDP chief as well. And around that time as well, there had been several meetings that had taken place in Jammu as well. And Mehbooba Mufti had also met with Amit Shah as well. Now, all of this happening right now, what really are you picking up that he was trying to achieve by making these claims at this moment now in this particular political rally?
See, this was clearly to expose the National Conference leadership that on the one hand they are saying that we have to be united to keep BJP out of power. But the reality remains that in 2014 assembly elections, when the National Conference was the third largest party after PDP at 28 seats, 25 seats to BJP, and NC only had 15 seats. Even then they were trying to form government with the BJP, and they have sent a high-level delegation led by Devender Singh Rana to national capital so that he can pursue the BJP leadership to form the government with Abdullah in Jammu and Kashmir. However, it was Muftis that succeeded and the government was formed, which didn't lasted for the entire tenure as BJP withdrew their support in June 2018. And since then, what happened has been a historical event in the history of Jammu and Kashmir.
Well, yes, Gursimran, I thank you for joining us on the broadcast with those details. And we're tracking that story very closely as to these massive statements now coming in from the NC.